All right, guys, we're back. We're here to do Married at First Sight, Season 16, Episode 12. So, look, I just finished doing a 40 some odd minute video. No, it's 42:57 seconds that I can't use. And I'm trying to figure out how to get the sound to work on this thing. But I don't want the video to be any more delayed than it is. So I'm just going to kind of give you an overview of what I saw on this last episode. And I'm going to start with Airris and Clint. I see, again, that these two guys don't know how to woo and how to court a woman. They only know how to pull chicks off the street and at the club. And that's not going to get you a wife. So we look at Shaq and Chris. They both have managed to get their wives to not only want to move in with them, but also to sleep with them. And they've managed to do that because they have listened to their wives, they've responded to their wives, and they've made their wives feel comfortable and desired. I can't say that about Airris and Clint and how they think that they're going to be able to achieve that being this version of themselves. It's confusing to me. Jasmine seems checked out. It seemed like she was really giving herself to Dr. Pepper to answer questions. And then when Airris asked her questions, she was just over it. She didn't want to go that level of effort for him. And so he had the conversation with her mother. And Airris knows why Jasmine is checked out. He knows why she doesn't want to go deep with him. And he's using this as an excuse to say, well, I'm trying. So since I'm trying and she ain't trying, then I don't know how this is supposed to work. Okay, Clint. Well, I don't want this to be a Q&A where I feel uncomfortable. Where if I say something to you, then you should say something right back to me. You know, if I said something to you, then I tried. And if you don't respond back to me, then, oh, well, I guess we're not going to make it. Yeah, that's why you ain't getting none, Clint. I mean, it's not rocket science. It's what Dr. Pepper said to he and Gina. And I agree with her when she said that if you continue to do what you've been doing, then you're not going to make it. You're not going to be successful. You're going to have to step outside of your comfort zone, Clint. You can't just expect Gina to do it, and then you're not doing it as well. Okay? And that means you're going to have to put your stuff down and sit and try to focus on what Gina needs. Because until you meet Gina's needs, then your sexual needs are not going to be met. That's just the bottom line. And I hope for guys that listen to what I'm saying out there, don't listen to that mess you're taught in religion and question all the stuff that you're taught in secular. You know, there's no tooth fairy. There's no Santa Claus. There's no Easter bunny. The Declaration of Independence is a lie. The Constitution is a lie. It's all a lie. We're going to have to rethink society, and men are going to have to relanguage. You're going to have to relanguage. You're going to have to rethink, and you're going to have to re-identify. That's some of the stuff that I was saying, on the other video. And I'm challenging you guys to do it. Adam and Eve. If you listen to that video down there with Airris talking about how Eve messed up civilization, that's just the stupidity. That's the kind of rot. That's the kind of a virus that men have been infected with. That it's easy to sit up and blame Eve for her stupidity while not taking responsibility for anything that Adam did to the situation at all. And I'm over it. Jasmine's over it. I'm over it. I don't believe that Kirsten is attracted to Shaq. I wasn't impressed with the kiss. I thought that the strawberry and the whipped cream thing was a mess. You keep your food in your mouth, and I'll keep my food in mind, okay? It's okay for us to share some things, but, come on, man. That wasn't sexy. It wasn't cute. And Shaq is sitting there like he the man. Okay, Shaq. I want to see what he gonna do about this house that she want. Um, so she has managed to, for lack of better words, open herself up to him. So now she feels comfortable demanding a house. See, I never lived in that kind of world. I never met that kind of guy that I could just say, okay, so when you go buy us a house? I've never seen that. And I'm questioning, has she ever run into that person? Um, does that man even exist? Or has he gone the way of the dodo, Kirsten? Questions, questions, questions. Gina, I appreciated what she was telling Dr. Pepper. I appreciate why she's not comfortable being open with Clint and why they're still sleeping in separate bedrooms. I invite you to listen to that conversation where they're asking the questions to each other. And what else? Nicole and Chris. They still have fear from their previous relationships. I still appreciate the way that they communicate themselves together. And I'm loving Nicole. I love that she's vulnerable. I love that she's still here for the try. And I get her fear. So and that's what courage is. Courage is moving through your fears. Courage is not just being afraid, but being able to move through that, the fact that you're afraid, and walking through it, anyway, with your fear and all of it. So I love her warts. I love all of the sense of her that she's, giving to us through this experiment. I appreciate it. So if I missed something, guys, please, give me some grace through this situation. The other thing that I was talking about on that video was about the fire. So I'm in this hotel room and my internet is challenged. And for some reason, my iPhone is challenged because it's not picking up. I'm not able to record on it. So, I had to board my cat. That's another story time. I got this one with me, and oh, child, it's just a whole mess. The insurance thing, though, really look into what kind of insurance you guys are going to need. If you need renter's insurance, if you need home insurance, if you need earthquake insurance, if you need other weather-related incidents insurance, look into that. Look into whether or not you can get a advance. If something happens, you got to whip out your policy, you got to call the people, then am I able to get an advance if I need it? Very important questions. What kind of things are going to be included? Can you pay for my hotel? Can you pay for my food? When is that money going to, because I've gotten and put in money for food that I still haven't gotten paid for yet. I got paid for my hotel, but no food. So that's stuff that you're going to want to know. And then I'm going to do, like I said, a story time, about it because I'm still kind of going through it. But just really think about it. Think about what I'm saying and start doing that level, of research. The other thing that I wanted to kind of touch on is when Chris said to Nicole, yeah, that one of his biggest insecurities was he didn't understand why women didn't want to, commit, to him. And I totally understood what he was saying. I'm at the point in my life where that doesn't bother me as much anymore because I understand, so much more. But I also see that as a whole with the black community, and I see us dying. Black men do not understand that their seed is dying from the face of the earth. And you're watching it in the manosphere. And it's almost like you're cheering it on. You're cheering on your own demise because you are now the feminists. The thing that they don't like about feminists is what they now have become. That's like one of the best things about that movie, The Last of the Mohicans. I love that. That's like one of my favorite movies ever. And if you watch it all the way to the end, you'll see what I'm talking about. Because that's what your limited thinking and what your hatred can do to you. It can turn backwards and start destroying you when you think that you're destroying somebody else. So, the men who can hear this message, think of me as a ham radio operator, and I am sending out an SOS that if you don't get your stuff together, Adam, your seed is not going to remain on the earth. The black species, the black American species, is headed the way of the dodo. We're headed to extinction. And if black men don't step up and stop the erosion, stop the deterioration, stop the murder, the killing, get out of religion. You're in a religion full of people who will kill you in the name of Jesus. That is the complete opposite of what he taught. Get out, save your families, create strong communities, create love within your communities, and let it spread out to people who have no clue who we are and why we're here in existence on earth. So I appreciate anybody, who's listening. If I can get this video up, I will do so. And anything that I need to catch up on, please join me for episode number 13, and I will get that accomplished. So you guys take care. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys later.